What does more mean to you? Is it tracking your favorite sports teams? Or maybe it's watching your favorite music videos online. Why not get it all? More happens on Bermuda's only 4G network. Get more from your wireless company. Sal One, the power of more.
Hello and welcome to NewsBite, the Bermuda Sun's weekly news wrap-up for Friday, September 28, brought to you in association with Sal One. I'm Michaela Pearman. Our top stories. St. George's Mayor Kenny Bascom thinks it might be a good idea for you to pay a toll at each end of the causeway. He says St. George's needs money to fix up its roads, and profit from the toll could go into an escrow account to improve the area. Now, he wants your opinion on the idea, and so do we. Think motorists will go along with this plan? Leave a comment on the story at BermudaSun.bm. Lorenzo Stovall was gunned down at Woody's Bar on Sunday night. He was previously paralyzed from being shot last year. The 24-year-old was on a minibus close to the bar during a party with female friends. His grieving sister Lorianne told us he'd hoped to walk again, and it changed his life dramatically since the first shooting. A 24-year-old Sandys Parish man was arrested in connection with the murder. U.S. police and special agents worked with our local cops on a sting operation to bring down heroin smugglers Lorenzo Lattimore and Craig Hatherley. The two were convicted on Tuesday of importing $1 million worth of heroin into Bermuda. What they didn't know was that U.S. authorities were watching them the entire time, and it replaced the heroin with flour. It took a jury just 2 hours to find them guilty. They'll be sentenced later this year. Our lighthouse is pretty, but she looks a little worn out. Government plans to spend $500,000 to give her a facelift next month, remove the rust, paint the outside, and put in a new guardrail. They're also renovating the cottage and upgrading the bathrooms. The Bermuda Sun first told you about the problem back in June, after tourists complained about the state of the landmark. Now, officials are taking action. Have you heard about Cassandra Caines? The young singer blew us away at the John Lennon Concert last Friday. The 19-year-old, who goes by Gabrielle Kay, is the granddaughter of political trailblazer Dame Lois Brown Evans. She told Sarah Lagan that her nana used to play soca and reggae for her when she visited. And although Cassandra grew up in Philadelphia, she's returned to Bermuda for a year to experience life here. So far, she's loving it. Close friends and family are still reeling from the death of 38-year-old Tim Hasselbring. They tell their heartbreaking story to our Simon Jones. Tim died of cancer, leaving behind a young widow and a beautiful 1-year-old daughter. He leaves behind an environmental legacy as well. Check out today's Bermuda Sun for more. In other news, Minister Patrice Miners deemed the government-sponsored drywall course a success after 16 of the 17 graduates secured jobs in the construction industry. The Veendam cruise ship, which recently stopped visiting Hamilton, failed a health inspection after inspectors found flies near food, leaks, and dirty dishes in clean storage areas. Wendy Francis admitted illegally breeding her Shih Tzu dog and was fined $800. Francis was in court earlier this year for stealing a Shih Tzu puppy. And in sports, Tyler Butterfield is taking on controversial 7-time Tour de France winner Lance Armstrong this Sunday. It's a Super Frog triathlon in San Diego. Butterfield told us although Armstrong has the advantage on the bike, he'll try to hold his own during the run and swim. And he had much to say on Armstrong's doping scandal. Read the story in our sports section. It's unity in the community this weekend as Culture Fest takes place in Dockyard on Saturday and Sunday. There will be 2 music stages featuring singers, musicians, and dancers representing cultures from around the world. On Saturday night, Jameis Productions is honoring Bermuda's deceased entertainers and the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Rochelle Simons Lecomte and the Kia dancers will be joined on stage by dozens of local artists, and there's a prize for the best 70s costume. Bermuda Regiment Major Chris Redden was laid to rest this week. Hundreds of mourners gathered at the cathedral for the service with full military honors. We'll leave you with a striking video. That's all for this week. Catch me on Channel 82 over the weekend. For these stories and so much more, visit BermudaSun.bm. NewsBite was brought to you in association with Sal One. I'm Michaela Pearman. See you next Friday.
What does more mean to you? Is it tracking your favorite sports teams? Or maybe it's watching your favorite music videos online. Why not get it all? More happens on Bermuda's only 4G network. Get more from your wireless company. Sal One, the power of more.